Imagine if the first Avatar learned Earthbending from Oma, one of the first Earthbenders. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Michael from the Epic Rewrite universe, and this is the Avatarverse Rewrite series, where I attempt to improve the Avatar's origin story to make the world of beginnings and the Avatar mythos more cohesive and loyal to the lore of The Last Airbender. If you haven't already, watch my video trailer for my Avatarverse Rewrite series as well as episode 1 to get caught up on all of the exciting stuff that's happening here. This video focuses on Yi, the first Avatar learning about harmonic convergence, actually meeting Oma, taking part in the formation of the city more well known for its crazy old ruler than its bending-oriented economy, and Yi making Earth the first element in the Avatar cycle. Now, just as an FYI guys, I'm going to start the story as a voiceover, but I will finish it in person like this. That part of the editing process has just become way too tedious for me, so from now on, after this episode, every video will be in person with small pics, videos, and animations so I can focus on making better content for you all to enjoy. So with that out of the way, let's begin with Book 1, Substance, Chapter 2, The First Earthbenders. So we start the episode with Yi resting in a cave near a fire. He is meditating. He talks to Gra and wonders why the spirits are so resistant to humans in the spirit world, even though they can't enter the spirit world physically. Gra explains that humans are able to physically enter the spirit world through a supernatural phenomenon by the name of harmonic convergence, a 6-year-long event where the physical and spirit worlds merge into one world called the Ether. It happens every 10,000 years, and it starts when the planets start to orbit in perfect sync. This creates ether spheres, areas of the world where the spirit world merges with the physical world. Think winter solstice, but on an even greater scale. And as harmonic convergence rolls on, with the planets becoming more and more aligned with each other, these ether spheres continue to grow and grow. Until at harmonic convergence's peak, a perfect planetary alignment happens and the ether spheres merge at the equator, and for a couple days, the spirit and physical worlds are merged into one plane of existence. After that, the ether spheres slowly retreat to the poles until the planets fall out of sync and the ether spheres disappear entirely. Regardless, it's this 6-year period that spirits are afraid of, and the period that Vaatu is waiting for. Once harmonic convergence reaches its peak, both spiritual and physical will be one and the same, and Vaatu can harness his spiritual power in the physical world and unleash it upon humanity, driving them into near extinction. This only strengthens Yi's resolve, and he promises to do everything in his power to ensure humanity's survival. They deserve a chance. The next day, Yi finds a crying woman over a grave. When he asks her what's wrong, the woman just cries more. She reveals herself as Oma, an Earthbender. Oma is mourning the loss of her love, Shu. They were energy benders from villages who were at war with each other. They met and fell in love on the mountains separating the villages. To hide it, they would meet in the mountain and eventually discovered the badger moles. They used their energy bending and learned from the badger moles to bend the earth and created tunnels to ensure nobody would find them. They recently consummated their relationship, but now Shu has died in a battle between the two villages and a new battle is coming shortly. She will use her earthbending to destroy both villages in retribution for Shu's death. At the eve of battle, Oma stands on the mountain cliff where she met Shu. She is angry and spiteful. Yi tries to reason with her one more time using Gra's balance philosophy and tries to convince her to use her earthbending to instead end the conflict so no more people have to die like Shu. If she were to destroy both sides, what would that mean to her unborn child? Oma is shocked. Through spiritual reading, Yi's inner spirit allows Oma to sense a child within her. Wishing to be a better role model for her child and to create a world where her child would be safe and proud of her, she agrees with Yi's philosophy and decides to end the war for good. Okay. So the two villages' armies stood opposite one another, and they were ready to fight. Oma stood on top of the mountain itself and told the two villages that they were done fighting. When this was met with laughs, ha 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 ha, she used her earthbending to cause these giant earth pillars to shoot up from the ground between the two armies. Stunned into silence, both sides immediately laid down their arms and surrendered to Oma, who declared the war over. Oma leads efforts to construct a new city where both sides can live in peace. When Oma reveals that she is pregnant with Shu's child, the elders of each village and Oma herself decide to name the new city Omashu, Oma and Shu, representing the union between two tribes based on the love between Oma and Shu. They also decide that when Oma's child comes of age, he or she will become the sole ruler of Omashu. Now it's at this point where we skip ahead a few years and we see that Yi has lived in the growing Omashu, utilizing his energy bending to learn earth bending from Oma and the Badger Moles in order to further root Gra to the earth. Yi has also befriended a fellow earthbender named Rong, and they are complete opposites. While Yi is grounded, calm, thoughtful, and methodical, Rong is brash, arrogant, high-flying, and a total glory seeker. Oma has also given birth to a son, Adul, and she has made it her life's mission to make Omashu built entirely around earthbending, something that Yi and Rong can find similarities in. Now, despite all of the good things that have been happening, Gra is insistent that Yi move on, as Omashu is just one of many human civilizations that Gra needs to study in order to determine whether he should preserve humanity or let it be destroyed by Batu. Because let's remember, one city does not constitute all of humanity. Well, no, Ba Sing Se doesn't count. In addition, Gra feels that Vaatu is stirring aggression with the spirits and affecting them with negative energy. This is realized when a spirit attack takes place at Omashu's gates and Oma, Yi, and Rong participate in fighting them off, like ja, ja, boom, ja, 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 get out of here, this is our city. After the battle, we did it, guys! They almost had us in the first half, but we did it! Now, can somebody please help find my missing left arm? The guards make note that the spirits have increased in anger and ferocity. Knowing that Gra has to observe the rest of humanity, Yi decides to leave Omashu and travel the rest of the world to find other human settlements. Taking his pet badger mole Mang and Rong with him, he says goodbye to all of his friends. Many of his friends volunteer to go with him, but Yi refuses, saying that he and Rong are strong, persistent, and enduring. They can and will use their earthbending to protect themselves against the spirits. But it's also so that Yi can find other earthbenders like them so that he can join them all together and they can protect one another. They can and should create an entire diverse community that is strong, persistent, and enduring together. And with that, Yi and Rong say their goodbyes to Oma, Adul, their friends, and the rest of Omashu, and they leave the city to partake in their next adventure. Or the next episode. Thank you for watching, guys. It means the world to me. During this boring end credits, feel free to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button and enable notifications. Look out for the next Avatar Universe rewrite next week, and never forget, be better tomorrow than what you were today.